Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to get into this video because I found a cheat code to automate and schedule infinite amounts of content onto YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, whatever social media you want to post on. This is going to allow you to do that. And you can see that this video right here is scheduled for May 1st, 2025. So in the future, this one is scheduled for April 25th. This one is scheduled for April 19th, meaning we can just have content flying out 24/7 whenever you want, and it's completely automated. So I don't even have to create the actual content. This is completely free to do as well. So just lock in for the next 10 to 15 minutes. And I promise you, this will be the best YouTube video you watch on how to automate content in 2025. So if you're wondering, Charlie, is the quality of the videos actually good? Well, I'm just going to let it play right now. So my thought process was I wanted to create different episodes around what are the best AI side hustles. So bear in mind, this is completely AI generated. Let's just turn it up and yeah, you can see for yourself. So it is essentially giving you different ideas for a certain industry that I wanted to talk about. So I wanted ones on the best AI side hustles. You can see part 1, start an AI powered podcast using 11 Labs and ChatGPT. That's tactical insights that they could do straight away. Part 2 is how to actually do it. So you can educate markets on any topic you're passionate about to gather goodwill. And then part 3 is the monetization of it. So let's say after 10 episodes, you can start implementing call to actions to direct viewers to a related product to what your podcast is about. And that is just one reel. Bear in mind, we can create hundreds of these that are completely unique, and it's completely mind-blowing, right? And it's only going to get stronger and stronger in 2025, and it'll be the people that understand how to actually use this in their business who will make the most amount of money. So what I'm going to do is to make this really simple, I'm going to put timestamps in this video. There are 3 different parts to this video. Part 1 is essentially just gathering different ideas into a Google Sheets, and we use ChatGPT to create all of these side hustle ideas. And bear in mind, this could be for your fitness offer. If you are selling fitness, or as an example, you could have different fitness exercises. What are the best exercises for, I don't know, XYZ? If you are, I don't know, walking dogs, you could have tips on that. You literally can use AI to create these different ideas and just get hundreds of them into a Google Sheets. And that is the absolute first step. And to show you what this looks like in terms of a prompt, you can pause the video. I just asked ChatGPT, I want you to create 150 different AI side hustles, but for you, that could be something different. It's really up to you for making money online. So yeah, as I said, you can do whatever you want. These need to be validated ideas, and I just gave it some examples, and then yeah, boom, just like that, it's going to create the different ones. You can see that the first one was in fact the AI powered podcast, but obviously after it gave me all of these results, and make sure to keep watching because it's surprisingly simple how this works. The second part is what I'm going to show you in a few minutes. It's just how to do this inside Canva, and bear in mind, all we need to do is just do one of these, and it's going to create hundreds of unique actual ones. So it's super cracked essentially, and then this automation will allow us to actually schedule the content, and you can learn this in 10 to 15 minutes. You just need to put your head down, maybe get a notepad out, but let's go back to what I was saying in ChatGPT. So you essentially get it to create you ideas around certain topics. I just wanted to refine it and make sure that it has it in a column. So just make sure that you put it into a column, and you can see that it's done it right here. And I wanted 100, so you can see that it gave me 100. So yeah, essentially what we have is the side hustle idea. So boom, we have why or how, just to give more value. And then part 3 is how to monetize. So it's done that for all of these different ideas. So for example, we have this one. So sell SEO optimized blog content to small business owners. Why or how is this part. So use ChatGPT and Surf for SEO to write articles. And part 3 is how to get clients or monetize it. So pitch via cold email or Fiverr, Upwork, and then upsell blog management retainers. But obviously this could be expertise around whatever you are trying to sell as an offer. You just need to get ChatGPT to create all of these ideas in this correct format, which is kind of what I just showed you. And you can just talk it, or just say what you want it to do. If it doesn't put it into columns, tell it to put it into side-by-side columns, and you'll be good to go. You can probably do that in 5 minutes. And once you've done that, you've probably done the hardest part, which is just getting it into a Google Sheets, because from this point on, it's actually really simple. You just need to go into Canva, and I'll show you how to create this style in a second. So let's go back into Canva. Let's just create a design, which is what you would do, and you could just select YouTube Shorts. So once you do that, all you need to do is just find your actual videos. So you can see right here that I've just got a few different videos from a recent trip that I went on. So if we just take, I don't know, let's say this one of me working, and yeah, pretty high quality. You can see that it's around 13 seconds. That's probably too long. So what we can do is actually shorten it and keep watching, because I promise you, you are actually almost done after this. Yeah, it's just about making this once, and then it's going to create the hundreds of different pieces of content essentially really easily, and it's free, which is awesome. So yeah, just have it as how you want it as a video. This could be any video of you working. It could be ideally you in the environment that you're trying to educate. So if you are, yeah, I don't know, doing gym and you're giving gym advice, obviously try and be in a gym working out. It just makes sense, right? But just get some background B-roll footage of you, and you can basically just set this as the background. So set video as background, and that's pretty much all you need to do. From this point on, it's just about selecting the text. So I can see I think I went for this one. This is the text that I had in the first one, and we made this white. So for you, this could be anything. I made this a bit smaller. So it's just about customizing it to what you want, but you only have to do this once. And then I'm going to show you how it's going to auto-generate the hundreds of unique pieces of content in a second. So in this case, let's just say we wanted to make it around, yeah, gym content to make it really easy. Boom, just like that. So once you've done that, you just want to make sure that you can see this as the actual element. So this can stay as it is. And then from this point on, you can very easily just add more text. So just add a text box, make it as big or as small as you want. We're going to want to say part 1 here. Do this and then you're good to go. So part 1, put it right there. And that's perfect. And once again, you just want to make it so it doesn't have it from the start. We want to make it around 2 seconds long. So 2.5 seconds long, that's perfect. And then we can actually duplicate it. So you don't need to understand why we're doing this. You just need to follow me essentially. But this is just where the unique text is going to go. So it's not that complicated. We are essentially just creating part 1 right here. And you can just duplicate this, yeah, like this. Boom. Put that as it is. So around 2.5 seconds for each. We'll do another one. So there's 3 parts. And that is awesome. And then obviously we can just do the same thing here as well. So okay, perfect. So as you can see, we've just got the different parts in order. So part 1, you can see is right here. We just made sure that it's the first like 2.5 seconds. We have part 2, which is in the same space, next 2.5 seconds, and then part 3 is up here. So you can play around with this. It may take you 5-10 minutes just to put the right parts in order. If you're wondering why we have this down here into the different sections, is because this is where we want the unique text to go. So every time we create a new video, automatically it's going to give us the different parts, and it's going to replace this right here, if that makes sense. So yeah, essentially that is as simple as it gets, but it may take you, as I said, a bit longer for your first time doing this. But you've essentially done pretty much everything by now. So once you are happy with the design, you can then move on to the next step. As I said, it may take 20 minutes or so just to get the design how you would like. But then, as I said, all the rest is completely automated and free. So just go down to where it says apps. Once you click on apps, you're going to search for something called bulk create. So once you search for bulk create, you'll see it right here. Now, this is essentially where we are going to replace this in terms of the different parts. So all you need to do is just click on enter data manually, and you can essentially just do Control A, just copy all of this information, and you can just paste it in like that. So once you've done that, you are pretty much good to go. We just need to map the correct parts. So this is part 1. So we want to connect data, and you can see that it's going to be the first one. So just like that, we're good to go. Part 2 is going to also needed to be mapped. So that's part 2. And then part 3 is this part, and we're going to connect data right here. So this just allows it to create the unique pieces of text in each Instagram, or sorry, YouTube short, whatever content you want. Hopefully that makes sense. You may have to watch this video back the last 5 minutes, but I promise you, once you do it once, you're going to be a master, and you can obviously use this yourself. You can sell this because it's an automated way to get content out, and it's just amazing. So yeah, hopefully that is all good. Just click continue, and you just want to select all of these. And then once you generate 100 designs, it's good to go. So just for clarity, what you would want to do is actually add some music. So you can click on uploads, audio, and you can just add some music. So you can see that I've got this one right here. So drop in the music, have it to your liking. So if we play this right now, just before we actually selected the bulk create, you want to obviously make sure it looks good. So yeah, this is what we want. So that's where the unique text would be. Part 2, it'd be right there, and then part 3, it would also be right there. You may need to add music for the entire thing that's longer than 10 seconds, so that's just a quick side note. But let's just generate 100 designs, and within literally seconds, you can see that it's created quite literally 100 different pieces of content with different ideas. So you can see right here that this one is about develop niche specific AI prompts and sell them. To list them on prompt base. I didn't even know there's a thing called prompt base, but that's pretty cool. And sell them through your own funnel. That is very interesting. Now, you may want to make the text have an outline so you can read it easier. But once again, that just comes with you playing around with it and experimenting it. And you can always just go back and do that. So you can always just go here and we can basically just click on effects. We can give it a outline. We can have it as black. And I guarantee you, if we put this up to, let's say like 100, and you do that for all of the parts, it's going to look really, really good now. So we generate 100 designs now. It's going to redo it just like that in seconds. And I guarantee you that it's easier to read now. Perfect. There you go. You can see it's a lot easier to read. Different parts. Obviously, it's not linking to gym exercises because I didn't have gym things right here, but you get the point. This can just be adaptable for whatever you want. But hopefully this makes sense. And from this point on, you just need to download it. So click on share, click download, and then download pages as separate files. That is the most important part. So once you click download pages as separate files, you are going to be good to go. And all you need to do is simply upload it to Dropbox. So Dropbox is just like Google Drive, essentially, just for storing files and videos and such. But you can click upload. So I think this may take slightly too long to actually download. I don't know how long it takes. You can see it may take like 5 minutes because there's obviously 100 unique videos just like that. So we might use the old one that I had in this Dropbox file already, which was the one in the past, as you can see. But essentially, I'll probably put this blueprint below, or I may put it into the community, but it's so simple. There's only 3 modules. So the absolute first module that we're going to add is one called a repeater. So this allows us to essentially just keep going through the different videos instead of just posting the same one over and over again. So this really depends on how many videos you have and you want it to upload. So if you've created 50 videos like this, then you would essentially just put 50 right here. Or if you've created 100 videos, you'd put 100 right here. So this just, obviously, as I said, repeats for different videos instead of posting the same one over and over again. So in this case, let's say I just want to upload 50 YouTube shorts out of the 100. I mean, we could just do 100 because we've created it. So yeah, click save. Yeah, and it's as simple as that. Now you're almost done. You've got the next one, which is going to be, if we look at this make.com module, it is just for Dropbox. Very simple. So Dropbox, download a file is the one that we're looking for. Once you click on that, just connect your Dropbox. Really easy to do so. You should just let you sign in. So yeah, you should just be able to click save and it will let you sign into Dropbox, and then you've connected it into Make. So yeah, it's as simple as that, to be honest. Once you have connected your Dropbox, you can essentially then just click select a file and just choose the file that you've done. So in this case, we have the file right here. And what we want to do now is click on this one, and you want to select just one of these. Now, if you were to leave it as this and then add the next module, which is YouTube Shorts, it's going to post the same video over and over again, which is not what we want it to do, right? We want it to post, or schedule at least, into the future, different videos with the unique pieces of text around the series or whatever content style you're going for, right? So how that would work is you are going to click on map, and mapping just allows us to, put the repeater as this. So you would delete the one, just make sure it says .mp4 and then put the I. And that allows it to, just go through the different videos instead of just posting the same one onto your YouTube account or whatever you want to post it on. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't want to confuse you guys, but that just allows it to post a unique video instead of the same one. And once you do that, you can save it so you don't lose it. But all we need to do now is add the YouTube one. So this is the last stage to the entire video. Just click upload a video. I need you to pay attention though. This is really important. Make sure to add your YouTube account, just like what I showed you. And you can see that the one's actually downloaded from Canva already, which is pretty cool. But just make sure you add your YouTube account right here. And for the title, pretty neutral title. Although if you want to actually make it unique each time, then all you'd have to do is add a ChatGPT module before this module. And that would allow you to create a new title every single time, which may work better for the algorithm, but for simplicity's sake, I just want to keep this video as it is. If that makes sense, just add a ChatGPT module before it and just put a simple prompt like, I want you to create a unique title. And you could even give it the text, or you could do the transcript of it so it knows what the video is about, right? So you could play around with that, but let's just keep it really simple for now. And this is file, and it's going to be the downloader file. And that's just the video that it's going to post. Video category, you can select whatever your category is. So entertainment, how to. So we could do how to, or education would probably be better, but let's keep it as that. Privacy, I always do unlisted, but the problem with unlisted is you can't schedule it. So we want to do private, so then we can publish it at a certain time. And this is something you really need to pay attention to because this is a little bit confusing. So what you want to do is click on this calendar button right here. And once you click on the calendar button, what you want to do is click on add days. You don't really need to understand this, I'll explain it, but this just wants it to know how often you want to schedule content for, if that makes sense. So we want to add days, and what you want to do right here is, essentially, if we look at the other one, I believe it's now. So you don't need to understand this, you just need to follow me. So you would click on now. So let's do that. So go here, click on now, and right here. So in that little gap, we have the repeater, and then we have the like apostrophes kind of thing. So we're going to go here, and we're going to try and find that repeater, which is this. And then this is going to be on the multiply. I'll explain this right now. Just give me 2 seconds. So it should look like this. So once again, you may have to watch the last 10 seconds back on just what I clicked, but essentially it's just the calendar. You add days right here. You click now in between the bracket and the whatever that is. And then you do the repeater and then like a little star. And then in terms of what you put right here is dependent on how many days you want it to post per month or per year, essentially. So if we want to post in 3 days from now, we would essentially put 3. And what that means is it's going to schedule content every 3 days. So that's twice a week. So if you want to essentially post once a day, you can essentially put 1 right here. And now it's going to post 1 video per day of this style. Although I wouldn't recommend doing that every single day because this content is mainly nurturing and it's mainly just to keep your viewers top of mind. So maybe a few times a week is just a great way to get them into your ecosystem and just keep them aware of you, and obviously to build goodwill by you providing insights into a certain niche. So you wouldn't want to do it every day, but I would recommend maybe a few times a week. So let's just do 3 times a week. Oh, sorry, that's not 3 times a week. That's every 3 days it's going to post the video. For the description, link to your Instagram. You can put a link to your, like, I don't know, free training, whatever you want. That's, obviously up to you. I'm just going to leave it blank, but you could put like and subscribe. You could put a link to your Instagram, as I said. And then, that is pretty much it. It should be good to go from this point on. You can just click save. And if it gives you this error, it's simply because you need to click on it again and then just click save. And now you're good to go. So it's as simple as that. And obviously once you run this automation, it's going to be able to schedule all of the content just like this for how often you want, essentially. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, just drop a like, subscribe. I'll put this automation into the community, which you can join in the description. We have a money back guarantee. We give you free software. It's awesome. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you have any questions, just pop it in the description. not in the description, in the comments, and I'll check it and yeah, help you out, because that's ultimately what this channel is about, and just providing things into your business that I'm learning. So take it easy, have an amazing day, and I'll catch you in the next video.